Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my sunflowers. How are you on this fine, fine Monday afternoon? Well, as for me, I'm copacetic. All is well, and I hope all is well for you, and I hope that you had a marvelous, marvelous weekend. However, I'd like to thank you all for that short read. Is that what it is? I mean, we went and soared to the top. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. I didn't know, when I be doing these, I'm always amazed to how it could touch someone. And when I do these quick reads, short reads, they really come from my heart. I really, really put my soul in them. And I'm glad that it touched someone out there today and gave somebody hope. And all you have to do is just believe. All things are possible to them that believe. And that has nothing to do with religion. That's just facts. So, with that being said, yes, baby.
Yes, Baby Crow would just like to say that you can always ask for a tarot reading and we will set up an appointment as long as you have your zodiac sign and what question you have to know that you want an answer to.
Right. And you're welcome. Now, with that being said, I got to tell you about my weekend. You know, I've been listening. I refuse to look at the thing about Kanye's and Kim divorce. I refuse to look at it because whoever wrote it, they weren't there. And I don't see Kim and Kanye, and I find it biased. So I won't even allow myself to get riled up with it. I asked myself over the weekend, why do you care about these people? Because they've been in my life so long, like just years, and they never go away. Just when I thought, oh my God, I get to get a break from them for 4 to 6 months, they'll be back next month. So they don't even give you time to breathe. So, but you know, I don't care how hard you work, everything that goes up must come down. That's just physics. The laws of nature. It is what it is. And I guess I'm just waiting because, you know, they just come off as this powerhouse family. Nothing stopped them. They're not frightened. You don't scare them. They wear black like they own it. And it's mind-boggling. The men that get involved with this family and the chaos ensues. Anyone who gets tangled up to the point that it is now considered a curse. And when you hear that, you can't say it's not, but you just want to know who would want to get entangled and broiled in that. Well, that leaves me with who I got an issue with. I don't believe that Kim Kardashian want Kanye back. I would. But she killed it when she did two things. The first thing she did, she kissed
Pete Davidson
in the mouth, even though it was a skip, but she didn't tell Kanye about it, right?
Yes.
That was the first thing she did. These are things you just don't do to a man if you just don't emasculate him. Then that wasn't good enough. That wasn't good enough. Then Pete is way younger than her. I think about 9-10 years, something I don't remember, not trying to be facetious, somewhere along that. Then that's not good enough. She flaunts him. She has his children on his lap. You know, she's doing this. He gets the tattoo. Then she denounced him and says, I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't. That's not good enough. Pete is laying in her bed and he says, I'm in bed with your wife. If that's not good enough, she's getting dressed and she throws her finger, come and take a shower with me. She's emasculating her husband all the while he's saying, you don't want Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson got flowers coming from his head. Pete Davidson 6 feet under. I'm paraphrasing, of course. All to say, I love you, give us a chance. So if all of that wasn't good enough, when it came time for them to stand up, and no matter, people said, I want to hear what Kim had to say. No matter what, even if I didn't agree with my husband, I'm not saying anything. But she had to go up against them. Everything she did, she went up against them. With Adidas, she was always a thorn in his side. So when you think of all of that, you think, okay, what? But then she did the worst. Not only that she doesn't want him, she doesn't want him around the kids, she made things hard for him, she denounced his name. She said, I don't even want his name. Not even like her mother who kept the name Kardashian for the kids. She could have went back to Kardashian-West. She could have did that. Or she could have still kept West for Kardashian. She could have done something there. But she disowned the man's name. All right?
Yes.
Now, the whole time, Kanye is dating different girls. He's not doing anything. He's just going away. He's just nothing. You don't see him kissing. You don't see anything. But she's kissing and she's flaunting. She's saying how she made love in front of the fireplace. I mean, she's just giving us all of the juicies. So now, after all of this, you're going to come back and tell me you have divorce remorse? How? How would he forgive you when you emasculated him? You cut yourself out. You did. And the thing is, the main thing that I got from Kim was, he's a nice guy. He's a good father. I just don't want to move to, Wyoming. It's not the life I want. You never said anything bad about him. Not really. You said a lot of things bad about him.
Yes.
Okay? But as far as him being a husband, I don't recall you saying anything bad about him. You know, when you take his kids and hide, that's saying bad things about him as a dad. So you're saying that he's such a monster, we don't want him around our kids, our own kids. Those things are being worked out. So with that being said, so now I heard she followed him to Italy.
Yes, that's the rumor.
To take her son, I guess it was Saint.
Oh no, that was Japan.
Oh, she followed him to Japan?
Yes, she followed him to Japan first. And now allegedly she's followed him to Italy.
So let me get this right. So this is why I'm saying I have to do a reading and I have to talk about it first, because I truly don't believe, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I truly don't believe that Kanye is physically is written down married to Bianca. I don't believe that. I do believe that they got some kind of contract. I do believe that there was a ceremony. And I truly believe it was a ceremony holy to God or something to that effect, if I understand Kanye. And I think Kim know that. And I think that whatever they did is honorable. And I think Kim is trying. I just don't understand. If you want him back, she's saying he won't talk to her. Could it be a better way?
Yeah, there could probably be a better way.
What do you think she wants? Do you really believe, baby Crone, that she wants him back?
No, I do not believe she
wants
him back.
Well, what is it? Why is she going through this? She's got to be sickened.
I know, exactly, because you didn't want to follow him.
She had him. She couldn't forget him.
But now you're following him around the world?
Come on, girl.
That doesn't even make sense.
You ain't never lied about that one. That's the truth. You're right. You're right. You're right. I just find it hard to believe. Like, I really do. I'm like, I see it. I hear it. I hear a sister. I don't hear Courtney, but it is alleged that Courtney is saying, is she really giving Bianca hell as a stepmom? I can't, I just, does she have, I want to know, does she have divorce remorse? I just think she should have kept his name.
Yes.
I would have never given up my name so easily.
And if you think about
I would have never, because Bianca don't even use the name. No. So that's why I'm letting you know, I feel something about that. Because if I was Bianca, I would claim that name. But she's still using Sensori. So that lets me know something's up with that. That's just my opinion. But I'm not going to go searching and digging because that's just too much work for me. I still got an assignment on Quincy Jones. So, Before I go on, this is the one thing that I want to say, that I have dealt with Geminis in my life. And you got to understand that Kim is, her sun sign is Libra.
Yes.
And Kanye is on the opposite side, right? And he is a Gemini. So they're like this on the wheel. What you say? He's the 3 over here, right? And she's over here. So what you say, because he's up and she's down. Or would you put it like that? About right like that. So just giving you an idea. They would have a lot in common because they're both dealing with balance. But this is the one thing that I would say, and anybody can judge me. I'm just dealing with a Gemini. We all have sun and rising signs. I'm just dealing with the Gemini. You have more than one sign. Like I am a Sagittarius Cancer. Baby Crones, Sagittarius Taurus.
Yes.
And those two sides are your equal balance, your balance that waver on the zodiac wheel. This is what you're dealing with. Your outer persona and your inner persona. Your outer persona is your sun sign. Your inner persona is your moon sign. And so they both walk. You're walking around with both signs of you, right? One showing one thing and the other's going through another. So it's always in turmoil and trying to get the two signs, getting you always in balance. And I say all that to say this. When you mess with a Gemini, they, to me, this is the best way I can put it, they are the prince of the power of the air. They know how to mess your head up. They know how to get up and teach you a lesson. It's like, remember, they are the two twins. It's like they got the good twin who is sweet and docile and loving, but then they got that evil one, that one that want to get up in your head and cause you to do things like travel across the earth. Because when they cut you, they cut you. When they done, they done. And I don't say this as a good thing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying this is just a trait of a Gemini. Now, am I saying all Geminis are like that? Absolutely not. But I'm saying Geminis are air. They're air. They're mental. They're mental. They're hard to contain. You don't even see them coming. So if they mental and they the airwaves, they the radio waves, they the air. So they know how to get up in your head and mess with you. I'm just saying that's just one of the signs of a Gemini. Gemini, not nothing else. Am I clear?
Yes.
Baby Crone, can you bail me out and help me?
Yes, I can.
Or what I'm trying to say before I read these cards. I just want to make it clear to what she's up against. Because she's Libra. She's about justice and balance and scales. He done threw her all off. She's all off because he messed with her head. She'll never be the same. If anything, what he is doing, in my opinion, is that I'm going to teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
A lesson you'll never forget. I truly believe that. And so for this, it just, the question is, if he were to go back to them, do you think they'll make it?
No.
No. No. Because Kim cannot be contained. Kim is a leader and Kim is a ruler. And the biggest thing I could see in their marriage, you have two rulers. Kim is not submissive. And Kanye need a wife that's willing to be submissive. You can have your career, but you have to be submissive. And that's what's going to calm Kanye. And Kim couldn't give him that. If she wasn't famous, she probably could. Because she would be in the limelight. He would have her out there just all basting in the light. You understand? He had her like that. Yes. But she got so big and so bright that she's like, I don't need you, move, thank you, thank you. And now it's like, oh my God, who am I? Because the light she had was a false light. It was a light that somebody gave her. And she found her own. Don't get me wrong, she's a fabulous woman. And she found it through surgeries, whatever. She is a beautiful woman. She's aging. And she knows that better than anybody. It has to be horrifying to have 4 children, 42 years old. She's 42, going on 43 years old. This has got to be horrifying. And the worst thing she should have done was be so quick to divorce Kanye or give him back his name. And at least flaunt a man, at least like Pete Davidson, in his face. That was just the... And now she wants him back. How do you forget that? How do you get over when someone emasculates you in such a way? Yes. Go ahead, baby.
My question is, how do you think the kids will feel growing up, the 4 kids? Because they now have...
Their mother has a bad rap.
No, but her mom... Yes, their mom does have a bad rap. But now they have a different name from their mother. Because all the kids have the last name West.
I would have not done that.
But now her last name's Kardashian.
I know she did. That's how big. I don't even. That's what I'm saying. I don't even think that she thought about the consequences. It's just like get off of me. And now it's like, girl, that's not what you do. You act in anger. You act like a spoiled brat. You was just not thinking. You was just feeling, and you thought that Pete Davidson was the answer to your dreams, sweet pea, and he disappointed you. He doesn't even like your type. He played you. I don't even... The one thing I don't understand about Hollywood scholars is why do they sleep after one another? I would be so afraid of STDs. Y'all just sleep after each other. I don't know. Well, anyway, let me give a quick read on this. Let's see. Let's get something out for Kimberly real fast here. Oh, well, here we see emotional cup. However, we see a cup, we see emotion. So it is showing that she is emotional, she is emotional. She's feeling a lot. She is definitely in her feelings. She's moving, though. She's moving. She ain't moving like galloping, but she is moving. This thing has really, really weighed her down emotionally. And I'm feeling inside that she made a big mistake. But let's see which card shows up for her to see if she made a mistake. Everything I say is allegedly, and it's for entertainment. It's like looking at a soap opera, wondering what's going to happen. Okay. The Star. Oh. That would be fitting for her.
Yes, hoping against hope.
She's not going to give up right now. She's just got to feel. She remind me of that lady on Gone with the Wind who was determined when Red Butler said, frankly, my darling, I don't give a damn. And she says, there must be a way. There must be a way for me to get you back, Red. Must be. Never mind. I'll think about it tomorrow. That's I didn't know the words. When I was little, I used to know the words to that movie. Man, that movie. You have never seen it. No. It's an old movie. I don't even know if it will hold your attention. But if you look at it from the history point of it and all of that, I think you would appreciate it because you do appreciate a good movie.
Yes, we can have a movie night tonight.
Okay, and look at Gone with the Wind?
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's a 2-hour movie. It's a long movie.
Okay, just too many cards.
It's too many cards, so I'm going to just put them back. I was going to, but that's okay because you've seen some. I don't even remember what they were. But anyway, here we go. So we see hope. So we see that she's operating in what? Hope. She believes. She believes. And I truly believe Kanye loved Kim. I truly believe this. In my heart of hearts, whether they get back together or never, he loved Kim. He invested in Kim. When I look at Bianca, all I see is Kanye took and stripped everything down to just bare bones. They walking barefoot right now. And it's like he's got this canvas. And the thing about this canvas is she's got blonde hair right now and it's short. But if he want to put a wig on her, he can make her look just like a young Kim Kardashian. Because that's his type. He said it, that's his type. So even down to the hair, even down to everything, and I see that Bianca's starting to wear her hair a little brown now. I don't know what's going on, but I see that this, whatever he's coming up with, I'm almost frightened to see it, and I'm also in awe. But it's something for good or for bad. I wouldn't miss it for the world. When they show it on TV, I would be there front and center to see the display or whatever it was. No matter what, he wears his art proudly. She wear it proudly. And it's a lot to be said about being able to just walk the earth. But remember, where they're walking in places where that is normal.
Yes, that is true.
You know what I mean? They not walking down the street of Baltimore, Maryland like that, okay? They not at the zoo at Baltimore walking like that. You know, you probably get arrested for indecent.
Yes.
Indecency, maybe in New York or Atlanta or California or even Florida. And I may be missing some places, but I assure you, in Maryland, you're going to get stirred at. Stirred. What do you think?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. Now, maybe in New York you could get away with that. Definitely.
Maybe New York. Definitely. Maybe California. And maybe Florida.
Definitely. And definitely, you know, I started people dressing like this in the lingerie came from when I started seeing it, came from Georgia.
Oh, okay.
So Georgia definitely. Look how Portia dressed. Look how when they.
Yes, you right.
So anyway, let's get back to this. That was just a big come up. So let's just speed this up. I see here, financially, I don't think it's a money thing. I don't think none of that is it. All of this is money. This is money. I don't think this is money though. I really don't. I don't think it's money. I don't think it's money for her at all. I don't. And I don't even know if she knows. She's just trying to fix her hurt, fix something. It's like, it's just divorce remorse. That's the best where I can get from it. Here, I see that she regrets. Moving so fast, she regrets. She's just having regrets of things that she did that she could have done better. This is what I see. The way she handled the money, the way she handled business, the way she, you know how you sit back during the worst times, she's thinking about all of the things that she did, what they've been through, and how, you know, she laughed, she walked away, she didn't want to deal with it. And here, in the middle of all of this, it showed that there was a time when they were happy. And she believes, even though somewhere in her soul she's starting to accept that it's over, that he's moved on, but she's still holding out for that hope. She's holding out for it. Somewhere it's like, he's going to come back to me. And I don't think that her mind has absorbed the fact that, the fact that no woman wants to hear, he doesn't love me anymore. I don't think her mind can absorb that. I don't think she can hear the words, he doesn't love me anymore. That's hard for someone to accept when you only known their love. When they made you feel like you was invincible. When they made you feel like everything. Of course you're going to track them down. She'll make a fool out, so she has nothing to lose. But I'm trying to figure, is that the best route to go to get him back? I don't know. I'm struggling with that. And I can't even imagine the conversations that she has with Bianca. Baby Crone, question.
Yes, my question, because
I'm doing a short read.
Yes.
Because this was really more me talking and just...
It's like a side tangent, but still related.
Okay.
So we know that the Kardashians are on a downfall.
Yeah.
And I want to know, is her chasing Kanye, Kim Kardashian, chasing Kanye, will that be her downfall? Of her, like, image, her status?
Ooh, you old troublemaker over there. Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, look at the old troublemaker making me work. Will that? What? Say it again. That was good.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Will the downfall of Kim Kardashian
pursuing concept?
Yes.
I can't see how. Right here. Here. You see the bottom up there?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
The Three of Swords.
Okay.
Ah.
Will it be a downfall? Let's see. Let's just think about this. When you say a downfall, what do you mean?
What I mean is her image starting to change. She's not acting herself like she
This would have
does.
been during the divorce. Her downfall began when their marriage became on Front Street.
Okay.
The downfall began when Kanye wasn't there to help her anymore. So she's been on the down. The whole family has been on a downfall, be it Kanye or not. I just think they're numbered. They just time. But here, I think that this has been an awakening moment. Even though it's an tower moment, I think this has been, psychologically, I don't want to say it in a negative way, but I got to say it the way I feel it. I think psychologically, he shot an arrow through her ego. He knew how to spank her for what this is what this all looks like to me. You can all differ. This is my opinion. And I feel it so strongly. As a matter of fact, I even felt it in another reading. And I don't know if he would ever go back because I don't think that he can control Kim. And Kanye is the kind of man that he needs to know he has a control over my wife because he's living, probably trying to live biblically. And don't take submission as a bad word, because you can be submissive as a woman and not feel like you lost any dignity. Submission is not about losing dignity. It's about showing love and respect for a man. And in return, he's not going to ask you to do anything that will hurt or harm or demean you or you find disrespectful, because this is love. And I think Kim knew love with Kanye. I truly do. And I just think she got big and the money and the fame, because when Kanye got with Kim, she just blew the hell up.
Yes.
You understand? And so now it's like, now she's in the fame, but it's like a fading beauty queen. And now you got 4 children, and now who want to go after Kanye? I mean, she's got 4 little kids. What man want to sleep in that bed now? I wouldn't. I'll date you, but I don't want that life. And you got to understand, all the money in the world, she's still looking for a daddy for them kids, even though they have a daddy. And God forbid if Bianca get pregnant, but I don't think that's going to happen. That can't happen. Why? Because they haven't did the great reveal.
Yes.
That's in my opinion. But what do I know? So I truly believe that this was an ego and a shot to Kimberly's head. Her ego. He knew how. As soon as he divorced her, he cut her, he gave them everything. He took a loss and walked away. And I don't think that when people say he lost everything, Kanye was never broke. Because I don't know what kind of broke y'all talking about. How are you broke and then all of a sudden you just go to Italy and Japan and stay in a lux? That ain't broke to me. That ain't broke. Broke, he ain't no Skid Row and cat. No, no. So I know that Kimberly knew he wasn't broke. But I don't know what she thought. Sometimes you could just get so big in your own mind that you just feel as though nothing can outbeat you. But she was with the infamous Kanye. And it's something about him to love, and it's something about him that is annoying, all at the same time. It's really nothing. There is something about him to hate if you're looking for that, but the only thing you could hate is him running off at the mouth about his beliefs. But outside of that, what is it about him to hate when he's standing up for the rights of us, the rights of the industry, and the rights of the world? And he does it all in an artistic way. What do you do when you've been around that kind of genius and now it's gone? And you know that now you sit back at divorce remorse and saying, I shouldn't have lost the name. I wouldn't have gave up my name. Why did I give up my name? That name meant something. Why? Why? That name was mud when you got it. Get that name away from me. And you don't see Bianca's using that name. That speaks volumes. Ask me another question, baby. Come, baby, close it out.
Okay. My next question is, does Kim love Kanye?
Ooh. this card shows up. When this card shows up, this card shows me that there was they had at one point a good foundation. They had 4 kids. So it was a strong foundation. And they had a family. They had a family. And I think that Kim is a person that she's stuck in yesteryears. She's stuck. She lives in the past. There are some people who live in the past. There are some people who live in the future. You know, they always talk about what is and it never happened. And then you find people like me. I try to live in my present. Okay, I go back and forth sometimes, but I try to stay in my now because this is enough for me where I'm at now. But my life is so filled, all I can stay is in my now. You stay in your now. Not that you don't go back and forth, but that's what Kim strikes me as. So yes, I think that she mourns what they had, and I think that she sees where she can do better. And I think that this eats at her, but this too shall pass. Yes, she's not going to let it get her down. It's down, and she's really been struggling more than what she lets the media know. She's been struggling with this. She's been going through some really, really dark times, but she'll never struggle. Like, she's never going to let us see her really break down. She vowed to that we will never see her because she told us she built for this. So, with all that being said, with her past of what she had, and believing that, hey, with hope, she believed all things are possible because her mind cannot believe. And I'm going to leave you on this note. In my opinion, this is the best I can explain how I feel so deeply. Her mind cannot absorb he don't love me anymore. Her mind can't absorb it. She doesn't even believe, like in her mind, it's like he doesn't love Bianca like that. And on one hand, you could see why I don't like her. And can you imagine? You work for us. It was you. Can you imagine? He went in every avenue. You went Pete, he went here. He didn't take her out. Remember, he had all this other fluff.
He did.
All this other fluff. But he's strategically, to me, it's like he's spanking her publicly and we are watching it. And it's not like, I don't want to say who deserves it and what don't, but what we do see is that she's sorrowful. If you believe that. I still have my reservations. I don't know. I'm watching. And there is a part of me that says, go back and be with your kids and your wife, but because I don't believe that this is a 100% marriage. That's what I'm believing. I do believe it's something spiritually happened in marriage or whatever. But nevertheless, but then all at the same time, I feel as though, why hurt Bianca? You didn't want him. If things would have worked out with you and Tisha Tales done called that man Doritos. Every time I see him, all I see is
socks.
Munchies. And she just done said so many negatives that when I see him, that's what pops in my mind. Sorry,
I just heard somebody call Kanye's barefoot toes crunchy toes. So,
well, actually, no matter how disgusting that may be, that is really, really healthy what he's doing. It really, really is. And it is good for the alignment of the body. So he is doing something very spiritual. Even though that you don't agree, he really is. So with that being said, do we have any more questions, baby Crone?
No, I think we really
Did you
got
enjoy
to the bottom of this.
So
yes.
let me ask one last question. Is it over? I want to take it from the top and I want to take it from here, okay? Is it over? That's what I picked. Is it over?
No, it's not.
And here it is. So when I get this, this is what I see for these two cards because all 3 of these was the end cards, okay? All 3 of them. I'm going to put them the way, well, I'm putting them the way that they are, but you could see them. So you could see. This is her dream. And what I think she wants, she just want to be on good terms with him. I think that she want him back, but Kanye, I don't even know who this Kanye is. And we won't know until he reveals it all to us. But right now, I think what they had, they had. I just think that she wants to be on good terms with him. She wants to be the woman of his life. She wants to be in the position of Bianca, but she doesn't want to be committed wholly, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And he knows what she wants. And he's making it clear that he is not going to give it to her. But this is what she wants. This is what she wants. Look. That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful. Can that happen?
Nothing can beat the sun.
Nothing can beat the sun. Can she do it? We'll see. I just think she's stuck. And I think that it's going to play its part. And I think and they will have a time where they're going to really, really sit down and there's going to come peace with them. That I do see happening in the near future, yes?
Yes, my question is about the Sun card.
Yes.
Could it be that this getting back with Kanye is what she thinks she wants right now?
Well, we know she thinks, see, it's like the hunter in the game. It's like, yes, once she gets him back, she's not going to want him, of course. And he's going to feel like, I knew it. So no, it's over. She needs to go through this. And he knows this. He knows this. So right now it's no, I'm not taking you back. No, I'm not taking you back. To me, it's the strategic thing. It's like, what do you do? She's not thinking. She should be thinking, if I want him really back, how do I win him back? You have to win his heart back. And I think that's where the problem is. But the cards show that they will talk again and they will find some peace. Maybe not this year, next year, but they will come to some peace in their relationship. There will come to some kind of peace, some kind of resolution. But right now, as far as them getting back together, So as I end this with, I find it hard to believe that Kim really wants a reconnection with Kanye. I don't know if I would say, I think she's lonely. I think that lonely in a way, you can have a lot of people, but you don't have the one. And Kimberly is a type of person, she needs a mate. Remember, she's the scales. So she needs that love in her life. And I think this moment that she's alone is by divine order. And this is a time for her to really, really think about it. Because she did really, really disrespected her husband. She emasculated her husband. In the eyes of God, she did do that. And I think that she's going to have to go through this for a while. And it may take a year. It may take 2 years. It takes time for you to learn a lesson. But slowly, she's being humbled. Slowly. And with that, and I don't mean it in a bad way, because you got to understand this. Forget about Kanye, because we know he a narcissist. But you best to believe Kim is a narcissist. And this is why it's going to be hard for anybody to get along with her. Why? Because her sister said it best. It's always going to be about you. You're always going to be one. You're always going to look out for yourself. And with that being said, I hope this is not about bashing Kim, but this was just about somebody who just needs to understand why is she doing this. I understand why, but you can't fault her for trying.
Nope.
Can't fault her for trying. You can't. Nothing beats a failure but a try. And but girly Kim, look like you're gonna have to walk this out. You're going to have to walk it like you talk it. Walk it like you talk it. So this is what you have to do. So with that being said, I thank you for joining me with my reading on Kim Kardashian. And I don't know if she's really trying to seek him out, but the evidence looks like she is. And with that, sunflowers.